Welcome to The Satoshi Suspects, a series where we profile the most likely candidates behind the mysterious Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. In each short episode, we take a look at an individual who either could be Satoshi themselves or could have contributed to Bitcoin if Satoshi Nakamoto is in fact a group and not simply one person. This episode will focus on a man known as the Godfather of crypto, David Chaum. If you've never heard of David Chaum, listen up. He literally invented cryptocurrency. In 1989, Chaum launched eCash, an anonymous digital currency. Keep in mind that this was 20 years before Bitcoin was launched. You might not have heard of Chaum or eCash before, but it was a big deal in the 1990s. Chaum demonstrated the first ever eCash payment as a keynote speaker at the World Wide Web conference in 1993 in Zurich, Switzerland. There was only one other keynote speaker that day, Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the internet. As if inventing crypto was not enough, he also wrote the first known proposal for the idea of a blockchain. In 1982, while studying at the University of California, Berkeley, Chaum wrote a dissertation titled Computer Systems Established, Maintained, and Trusted by Mutually Suspicious Groups, which outlined the concept of a blockchain. What's funny is that he apparently came up with the idea while sitting in a hot tub, knowing that he was short on time and needed to submit his dissertation proposal to a supervisor at the university. On the back of that paper, he wrote Blind Signatures for Untraceable Payments, which outlined eCash just 1 year later in 1983. If you read his university dissertation, which I can't recommend enough if you are a crypto nerd like me, do so with the Bitcoin white paper side by side and compare. Chaum actually outlines every single element of Bitcoin except for one, proof of work mining. The idea for proof of work mining was first published in 1993 by Cynthia Dwork and Moni Noor, 10 years after Chaum's groundbreaking proposals in crypto and blockchain. Proof of work mining wasn't used until 1997 by another pre-Bitcoin digital currency called Hashcash. Hashcash was created by Adam Back, another Satoshi suspect, who we will be profiling in episode 2. Back and Chaum both know each other quite well. There exists on YouTube a podcast on Bitcoin called Unchained. An episode published in 2021 features the hosts Laura Chin alongside both David Chaum and Adam Back. It's the only available recording of an interaction between the two. It is a fascinating listen as they discuss the cryptocurrency world before Bitcoin. They both praise the success of Bitcoin, but also discuss its limitations and get quite technical on how it could be improved. Chaum's constructive criticism of Bitcoin and his input on how it could be better is either one hell of a performance, or he genuinely didn't work on it despite his history. Both Chaum and Back clearly respect each other, but also engage in challenging the other as two crypto titans butt heads. What comes across in this and other interviews is Chaum is very extroverted and open, and so you get the impression that if he was Satoshi and he did indeed invent Bitcoin, he would let the world know and wouldn't stop talking about it. I have left a link in the description below to the interview. So how likely is it that David Chaum is Satoshi Nakamoto? I don't think he is. The fact that Chaum invented both cryptocurrency and blockchain almost rules him out as a Satoshi suspect. It's too obvious, the guy who created the technology itself, to have created the most successful version. At the same time, it's not always the first who succeeds. Apple created the first successful MP3 player, the iPod, but weren't the first. Facebook became the most successful social network, but it was preceded by Friendster, MySpace, and Bebo. Chaum launched eCash as a company and had some success with it. It was used by banks in North America, Europe, and Asia before credit cards became dominant. It seems odd that he would then anonymously launch an improved version of his own product that he didn't have a stake in or take credit for. Perhaps he had experiences and insights with eCash that made him think an anonymous creation was more viable. Who knows? One thing cannot be denied. Chaum, the godfather of cryptocurrency, is possibly the biggest contributor to Bitcoin, either directly or indirectly. His concepts and work in the 1980s laid solid foundations for the now booming cryptocurrency sector and indeed Bitcoin.